Yeah. We won't bow down. Yeah. Yeah. They shut the gate too fast. Call it peace, call it class. But I see who they wave through, and I see who they ask to move. Porch lights on the same old block, same old story, same old talk. If your skin says you don't belong, they can make a wrong look strong. But the fences don't define us. Porch lights on the same blind us. Every face they try to hide still stands right here tonight. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. We know what that is about. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. Your fear won't right the route. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down. Names get tossed like stones from a driveway built on loans. They pointed brown hands first, then pretend they don't rehearse. But the steps on every street carry more than whitewashed dreams. We belong where we stand, no permission in our hands. Yeah, and the silence won't protect you when the pattern keeps on showing. Every wall they build in pride makes the truth come back alive. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. We know what that is about. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down, 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 down. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. Your fear won't right the route. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down, 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 down. Let it crack, let it show. Every lie they try to grow, one by one, the voices rise till the whole thing can't disguise. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. We know what that is about. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down, 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 down. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. Your fear won't right the route. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down, 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 down.
What it do, guys? It's your boy, the Juice. And as you all know, my name is Troy Bradshaw, but I go by the Juice. Wanted to get on and just kind of recap about earlier, share a couple details we didn't get to share being out there. I didn't have any plans on going out there. Didn't even think that this was actually going to take place today. But as you guys all know, Alex Barnett was a primary suspect involving an active investigation due to a TPD police officer, an officer who wasn't sworn yet, so a TPD recruit who was killed on August 19th. And also the fiancée was injured but didn't face any life-threatening injuries due to a home invasion, they think, or a robbery that took place on the 19th of August. It did appear that the fiancée was pregnant, along with other children, and other suspects were there prior to this incident that occurred. The other suspect was named just before this arrest by the name of Santiago Rogers. And then we also had a potential other suspect who dropped off the vehicle, who was never publicly named, which was located, however, it was never publicly stated that this specific person was either arrested. I believe that he was questioned, not arrested. So I don't know if, if in this situation, if we had 3 suspects or 2. Originally it started off with 2, and then originally it started off with 3, then it went to 2, and then it went back to 3. Now I don't know if we're back to 2 or we're still at 3. But details have just started to come out. They just keep on coming out. And a lot of them have been rumors. But I have to say, a lot of the rumors that have been shared have actually turned out to be true in this case, surprisingly. So shouts to the public. I mean, the public has dug up a lot of information. And shouts to 857. I mean, he's been on this thing from the get-go. As we all know, I mean, he has been one of the first, if not always the first, on scene a lot of times. So kudos to him. Much love to those of you guys chiming in. I appreciate those of you guys chiming in with me earlier. I finally made it home safely. I wanted to cover some Nolan Wells tonight and share some thoughts on him, but I think we may just save that for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how much time we have left throughout this stream. There have been some video footage of when the cops first arrived to remove Alex out of the home that he was in. It appeared that he was in a home off of Broadway and Camino Seco. And I believe those details are a part of the investigation as far as what led up to officers getting there. We don't know any of the details surrounding the case when it comes to what led up to law enforcement getting the tip. We don't know whether or not they found the bike. Certain things that, as far as questions, they weren't able to answer. Now, I was able to, capture I think it's the CIO. He was, answering questions. CIO or PIO. I'm sorry. He was answering questions after the fact of the arrests being made. I mean, that place was crazy today, guys. SWAT everywhere, sheriff everywhere. I mean, even the U of A police was there. We got FBI agents, detective. We had the whole 9 yards there. Never seen anything like it. But on a good note, the city can rest a little bit. We still got several people out there, especially pertaining to the Nancy Guthrie case. We still have yet to learn this has been related to that. But like I said, I mean, as of right now, as far as what we know, we still got people out there who are very capable of doing this always. But I mean, at least we know that someone's been arrested who committed such an awful crime. And with that being said, my heart goes out to Ramirez and his family, his fiancée, the children, and anybody that, knows him and his family or friends that are suffering from this loss. So, yeah, it's just a tough, sad situation. And like I said, I really wish them the best. They do have a GoFundMe as well, and I'll share that later into the stream here. And I encourage people to go help if you can. If you can't, just continue to send prayers their way. What a crazy scene, guys. And man, like I said, you guys make this what it is. Thank you guys all for being there. And we'll see what information comes out as things go on. Real quick, because we were out there I just want to give a recap. So real quick, we know Alex James was 33 years old. He was wanted and subject to a first-degree murder warrant for the killing of that TPD recruit, Carlos Ramirez. So he's got a long rap sheet when it comes to criminal history, which is a very long criminal record in the Pima County. He was released from prison in the late 2025, less than a year before the shooting. So Barnett is accused of participating in a fatal shooting of 23-year-old TPD recruit Carlos Ramirez during a home invasion in the early morning hours of August 19th. Ramirez was shot and killed inside his home on South Enchanted Spring Drive in Star Valley. And I got some interesting details to share with you guys because there was a testimony that was made by the girlfriend, according to my research, by the fiance. And his fiance, a Pima County correction officer, speaking of her, was also shot, but she survived. She didn't face any life-threatening injuries, as I've said. Ramirez, which is the victim in this case, Carlos Ramirez, was 8 days away from graduating the police academy. So sad. There was surveillance and video of vehicle evidence. The investigators released surveillance of that footage showing Barnett and another suspect at the Shell gas station near Valencia around 5:20 a.m. So minutes just before the shooting, they were able to capture this video at a local store, very, very close to the home of Carlos Ramirez and his fiancée, Aaliyah. So a third suspect existing in the suspect's vehicle. Later that morning, the suspect was seen in a gray SUV linked to this crime. And again, like I said, he was not arrested, but the vehicle was recovered roughly 16 miles. So from this crime scene, that's about roughly how far away this vehicle was found. I'd say Midtown, more closer to the south on 29th and Palo Verde. Well, just south of 29th on Palo Verde on a street just over from Palo Verde. And that was the Acura MDX that was spotted on surveillance, which is crazy. I mean, they really moved the chains as we kind of wanted it to go initially. Also, I think the D-Flock cameras were somehow able to capture Alex riding around in a maroon Harley Davidson motorcycle. And we were able to get his plates at one point in time. And, you know, they had the blue alert put out, which shared a distinctive description of him, you know, the arm tattoos, and then the fact that he's bald, along with the bike. So, I mean, it helped a lot. I mean, along with his weight and height. I mean, I think somebody probably saw him. Otherwise, the specific person that dropped off the vehicle maybe, you know, shared maybe the place that he thought he could be at. Who knows? I don't even know where they found this guy. I feel like that guy that dropped off the vehicle could have been a relative. Some people, which were family members, were on standby, and some of them looked and had the same similar style to the guy that dropped off the vehicle. Not saying that they were family members that dropped off the vehicle, but you know, it's a possibility. So Barnett has one of the longest, most varied criminal records in Pima County, spanning 16 plus years and multiple felony convictions. Did you hear me? Barnett has one of the longest, most varied criminal records in Pima County, spanning 16 plus years, along with multiple felony convictions. Okay. He's got a rap sheet of violent crimes. So aggravated assault, the original charge in unlawful imprisonment case, he pled down. He attempted strangulation of his ex-wife. He's got child abuse, adult abuse, including allowing his 8-month-old son to be around drugs and guns. He's got unlawful imprisonment. He served nearly a year and was released in November 2025. Property and burglary crimes. So he's got a burglary of auto theft, vehicle theft, multiple counts across years. He's got theft of multiple counts, guys. Credit card fraud, identity theft, and forgery. He's got weapons crimes, so weapons misconduct, possession of a weapon as prohibited possessor. He's got drug-related crimes, solicitation of dangerous drugs, drugs possessions, drug-related child endangerment, child exposed to drugs, I mean, he's got it all. Theft. I mean, the sheet is longer than it needs to be. Okay, it's just ridiculous. So he's had plenty of time, plenty of chances to clean up his life. And as we heard, I mean, he was on track to do that. And according to some of the relatives, he relapsed, and I guess things went south, according to some statements we heard out there on scene amongst some of the family members. Santiago Rogers was one of the suspects who invaded the home along with Alex Barnett. Santiago George was 39. He's been arrested in connection with the murder of Tucson Police Department. So he was taken into custody on the 22nd of August. So at a hotel right on Palo Verde. Just ironic. Just roughly about a mile and a half or two away from the actual place of where the vehicle was dropped off. Isn't that ironic? Kind of crazy. So he was booked in the Pima County Adult Detention Center. And you know, his arrest was executed by the Pima County Regional SWAT and PCSD Fugitive Investigations Unit with FBI assistance. As we all know, FBI was on this investigation. And this happened in the early morning on the 22nd of August. So Rogers was arrested without incident. Rogers is one of the three suspects tied to the home invasion murder of TPD recruit Carlos Ramirez and the shooting of Ramirez's fiancée. So he's not the main suspect. That is Alex James Barnett, who remained at large for several days after he was detained, and prior to anybody being detained. And he also has a pretty long criminal history. So he's got a weapons misconduct, a dangerous drug violation. He's got shoplifting, 14 additional charges while in prison. He's got an attempt to promote prison contraband. He's also got tampering with safety devices. He was released in prison in 2023. He's got an Arizona DOC record that also shows prior convictions for disorderly conduct and drug-related charges. It almost sounds like this guy was arrested as a child early on. It just, the history kept going. Don't quote me on it, but that's what it sounds like. I don't know, but it sounds like that to me, especially when they mention DOC. But I don't know. DOC goes a long way. Carlos Ramirez was 23. Like I said, he was a Tucson Police Department recruit, former Pima County correction officer, days away from graduating. So the night of the killing, on August 19th, around 6 a.m., deputies have responded to the shooting at Ramirez's home on South Enchanted Spring Drive in Tucson. Inside, they found Carlos Ramirez fatally shot. And also, like I said, his fiancée was shot in the shoulder. So listen, according to documents, Ramirez told the two masked men that were inside their house. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's what he said. He shouted to open their gun safe. So he shouted out to his fiancée. This is what reported as of a testimony from the fiancée. So Ramirez shouted to his fiancée to open their gun safe. Ramirez fought the intruders. She heard gunshots and was hit in the shoulder. Ramirez was killed during the struggle. So it has been confirmed that Ramirez died fighting off the home invaders. As the first time I'm hearing about that, I didn't know that there was a testimony that has been made public. And man, I could read that 100 times and just it could never get old in the sense of just replaying it in my head, like how awful that just, that's just so sad. And I kept saying this. I don't know. Do you guys remember? I kept saying, there's no way this guy doesn't have a gun, being that he's 8 days away from graduating. But the one thing that I said was, how was his gun not close? I wish this guy's gun was within reach. And lo and behold, the gun was in the safe. Why? Because they have children. That's why. Because they have children. But I wish the gun was just in a spot that he could have, and I get it. You can't take back things that happen. But God. And why couldn't she get to the gun in time? Probably because things happen so fast. And you just can't, you can't, when you're panicking, guys, the chances are you're not even going to remember a code to a safe. Even if it's verbally said to you, you're not going to remember that. Everything's happening so fast. Oh, my children. Oh, my husband. So many things going on at once. But God, I just wish he had that gun right there in reach. How did they get in? Did they burst through the door? Was he on his way out? I know 857 reported that the car may have been running once the invaders got there, so maybe they caught him at a perfect time. Maybe these guys knew he was leaving at 6 a.m. I don't want to believe that, he was set up, because I don't believe that. I know a lot of things that we think about that come to mind that were, that we all think about everything that comes to mind and take it into consideration as a possibility. But I'm just like, man, I just really I wish, somebody in the neighborhood seen these guys hop out. I mean, you can't retaliate to stuff like this when you see it happen. It's just something that just happens, and you're like, whoa. There's nothing you could do. I mean, these guys jump out, go in, and all hell breaks loose. I wish to God that he was able to get to, or she was able to get to that firearm in a matter of time, but unfortunately that wasn't the outcome. And my heart really goes out to this family, and yeah, it's just horrible. It's horrible. I know that the sister of Aaliyah was reaching out in the chat earlier today, as you guys saw. That was actually her. So for those of you guys trying to say that it wasn't really her, that was really her, guys. And she's not going to share any information right now, and I don't blame her, just to protect, her family and just the investigation itself. She was able to share things with me to prove that she is really who she is. Somebody even asked the chat, stating that they worked with her at one point in time, and asked her, hey, where did you work before you worked where you work now? And she confirmed that to be Starbucks. And there were some other things. So if you guys were in chat and you were paying attention, you guys know that she was able to prove, even in chat, that she was really the sister. It wasn't a troll. As she asked, because we were able to communicate, through email. As she asked, she just wants people to stop throwing rumors out there that aren't true. As she stated in her comment, when she took to her Facebook, that her Instagram, that she didn't, that people are out there, people are sick. And they're just throwing stuff out there that they shouldn't be. And she just wants everybody to know and be reminded that Carlos Ramirez and the fiancée Aaliyah are good people. They lived a private life. They did their own thing. They minded their business. They were doing what a normal mother and father would do for themselves and children. She just wants to make clear of that. And respectfully so, I will respect that. I have stated that I do share rumors on my channel that have been surfacing, but I do make it very clear that these rumors are just rumors. Okay, they're not legitimate news. It's not legitimate pertaining to what may really actually be a fact. Okay, everything that I'm putting out there and saying, it doesn't help the fact that I'm sharing it. I get that you know, people can take that and flip it and make it something that it's not. But I do, on my channel, I share rumors that are not a fact. And I do have to say, and I'm not saying the one that I mentioned earlier, with the rumors just simply surrounding the fact that the names of who were involved turned out to be true before it was publicly put out there, and some other things. We don't need to go down the whole list, but I just wanted to just say that. And again, I just encourage you guys all to go over, pray for this family. Go over, if you can, help them out in any way. They're going to need it. I did encourage anybody, or the sister mainly, to feel free to reach out to me if she needed anything, or she wanted me to address something. I'd rather be of help to help this family at the very least that I could do. Keep it clean, as far as you know, just keeping people enlightened due to the fact of Carlos and his fiance being good people. And I will. I just wanted to put that out there because I know these people are going through a very tough time. I know it's not easy for everybody to empathize and, you know, put themselves in somebody's shoes, because at the end of the day, I get it. We're all, you know, investigating here. We're all trying to get to the bottom of it. But the very least that we could do for this family is help them in any possible way that we can while they're going through this rough time. I know grief is very difficult. Not only that, keep in mind they do still have to go bury Ramirez. I don't think that happened yet. You know, there's all these things in the factor. So I also thank you for reaching out to Adriana and, you know, just trying to, you know, not necessarily speak your piece, but, just try to like change the narrative based on what people are just throwing out there. That's not true. I appreciate that, because a lot of people don't speak up for their family, and it's been a difficult situation. In the Nancy Guthrie case, people haven't been saying anything. Not even family, not even friends. Not even that. So I get it. I do. And I wanted to share this real quick because we looked at it. Matter of fact, we're not even going to do that. If you guys check out my last video, I did share the Instagram post from her sister. If you guys want to look at that, you're more than welcome to go look at that. In the last video and the last video before this one, that she was just trying to make clear that her sister is a very good person, and they're not what the community or rumors are trying to make them be. I got a video I want to play for you guys from Facebook of how they kind of went about this situation the moment that they figured out that he was in this specific apartment. And let's pause this real quick. So I want to get this the screen pulled up real quick, and I'll chime in the chat in just a second. Bear with me. I haven't looked at it. I just wanted to get this information out there before I started communicating with everybody in chat. And if this is not big enough, you can let me know. I will make it bigger for you guys to see it. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and then we got another one that this person posted, and if you guys want to go check it out yourself, shouts to this person for posting this. It's a gentleman by the name of, pause that, sorry guys. So it's a person by the name of James McGrady. McGrady, I'm sorry, I think that's McGrady, and I'll share this other one here. There's one more after this as well. Let me see if I can make this big enough. This one's really tiny for some reason. Did my app shut down? No, it's just not expanding. There it is. Okay, cool. All right, so here's this other one. And it's not the clearest photo, guys, but this is what they captured. Okay, so I got one more here. I think there's one specifically, I thought, because I was watching 857 and they were sharing this. I think they have a couple other videos. Go check out 857. And he's been on it, man. That guy's been great. So I think there's one more here that some folks have been sharing too. Let me show you this one here. Hold on, chat. 857 wants me to call in? Oh, anytime. Let me show you guys this one here. Let's see if I can expand this for you guys real quick. Very dark, hard to see, I know. Oh, so this is when they were moving out. Okay, okay. I thought there was one specifically. Okay, so this is a nothing burger. We got most of this. We didn't get this specific part because this was after it all. But we did get, them, and go check it out. It's in the last video. We did get them, just gathering all the evidence at the end. Never got to see that in my life. So it was a great experience tonight. You guys know I'm new to crime. This is literally my third case ever. And yeah, this has been great. Just being able to, just gather all this stuff here. Let me see here. Hold on. 1 second here. And we'll tune in with 857 in a second here. I just want to see if we can see if there were other videos that were posted here. Bear with me, folks. There was a couple other videos, and I don't have them quite put up here. And by the way, hold on, I'll show you guys this as well. Alex was able to hug and shake hands with Mr. Shane Barnett, the brother of the brother of Alex Barnett. So he was very upset, and this is 857 who I believe made this post here. Again, shouts to 857. Go subscribe, go check his channel out. He's been great covering this case from day one, first one on the scene and all. So he was on scene. We were able to walk up to him. Go check it out on the last video. We walked up to him. Alex and him shook hands. They talked. He did clinch on them for a second. Not clinch in the sense of pulling a weapon, but he did take his shirt off and, kind of taunt them in a way like he was going to try to fight them. And my heart goes out to him because he's taken a loss as well. Even when our siblings, our loved ones do bad things, we still have to be respectful to the people who, are relatives of the person who is being arrested for whatever they're being arrested for. We still have to understand at the end of the day, he is taking a loss. he is going through something as well. We all want good for our siblings. We all want them to live good lives and make the right choices in life. It's unfortunate that, you know, this didn't happen for his brother, and I'm sure he loves his brother dearly, and truly knows what kind of guy his brother is, you know. And just because you make the bad decisions, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you're a bad person. But you know, a lot of people are going to label that, you know, for this specific person, obviously, because of, you know, what has taken place here. So, and I understand it both ways. I truly do. I want to look real quick on on an inmate search. I believe that they took him down for questioning first. Don't quote me on it, but I truly think that they went and took him down for questioning before they took him down to Pima County. So I just want to look real quick to see if this person, the suspect here, has been booked into Pima County Jail. I'm currently not seeing anything at this time. For what it's giving me when I'm looking on the site here, it's not showing me anything. So we'll keep looking. Otherwise, I'm not entering the right name right or something. I don't know, but we'll keep looking, and we'll try to chime in with 857 for a second too in just a second here. Let me chime in the chat first though. Hey, much love. I appreciate that, Barbara, for the super chat there, by the way. And shouts to all the mods. Y'all did great tonight. And just everybody tuning in. Much love. Slap, big welcomes. I don't know why people saying none of us good. Chaos, big welcome. He says, seeing bonehead people like jerks who did this makes me happy. I'm an only child. I agree. I mean, he definitely deserved to go to jail. He's definitely going to deserve to go do some prison time for this, and possibly life. You know, he definitely is not someone who should be on the streets. He is definitely a threat to the public by far. It's unfortunate, but yeah, you can't be out here walking freely when you're willing to take somebody's life, period, and even do that so much in front of kids and risk someone else's life, taking someone else's, and risk a child's life at that, and a woman who's currently pregnant. It's all bad. It's all bad, guys. It really is. Justice Jane, big welcomes. Good to see you in the chat, Justice Jane. Welcome all. Appreciate all of you guys chiming in tonight. Motown, Linda Strawberry, welcome. Wayne, good seeing you, Wayne there. Let's tune in. Did somebody send me a message saying that 857 wanted me to come over there? You guys sure? And yeah, good point. Wayne says, hopefully the kids will get through this. I agree. Truly agree. And I think they will. I know it's hard, but I mean, I'm hopeful, and I got confidence that they will be able to, you know, fight through this. Man, a manhunt that continued for days has finally come to an end, guys. Alex Barnett was arrested. If you guys see anything online pertaining to the fact that I lost my thought there. Pertaining to him being booked, if you guys see any information that shows that, feel free to email me. I know there was a couple calls that I missed among some people that have reached out. Oh, and by the way, just real quick here, if I'm getting ready to set up to try to talk to somebody who's going to come out and publicly speak, I'm saying something. I'm not gonna let that ever happen again without telling somebody about themselves for being rude. We're all, whether we're, journalists, independent journalists, we all have to respect one another. And the fact that we're all trying to, get good coverage here. I don't care if you're working for the news station. It doesn't make you bigger than the person that's there already in a spot recording. But one of the newscasters or cameraman, I don't know who he was very rude and jumped in front of me while I was getting ready to capture the gentleman that was speaking, the PIO, and that was very rude. That is not going to ever happen again without me speaking up, and I'm very good at that, trust me, and I will speak up. Today, I decided not to, being new to it and not wanting to cause a scene because, everybody was calm, collective, and getting everything together, but he literally comes up, puts his camera in front of me and my camera. That was very disrespectful on his behalf. Whoever this guy is, don't you ever do that again, because next time you will have to move or I will be jumping right back in front of you and you will be having to find somewhere else to set up your camera. I promise you that. I let it slide today. And even when I moved over, he still had the audacity to get right in front of me and do the same thing again, but his camera stayed and he moved, and that's not cool, bro. Have respect and decency for people around you who are trying to get set up to do the same thing that you're doing. I don't care if your camera's bigger or you make more money than I do. I don't care, bro. We all are giving a report here. We're all here to ask questions. We're here more than you. In fact, we were here before you. That was just so rude. I was just as upset as you guys in chat, guys. That was just not cool. So I wasn't able to get the guy on face, but I'm glad you guys were able to hear it. We were able to ask certain questions. Look at him. You can see it in his face. Like, come on, bro. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, what a douche, man. What an idiot.
Was deployed to the apartment complex behind me as they were following up on some leads. And after a 3-hour standoff and negotiation with Alex Barnett, he surrendered to our Pima Regional SWAT team. He's going to be processed and booked in the Pima County Adult Detention Complex. I'll take a few questions.
Was it a 911 call? How did you get the information?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It was part of the investigation, our fugitive investigative unit. They are tasked with finding fugitives, and so a lead brought them to this location of this apartment complex back here, and that's what I'm gonna tell you, this location.
So he asked him how did they get there, what led them there. He completely avoided the question. All we know is some type of task team that catches fugitives. They got a lead, okay, but the question was specifically pretty much what the lead was, but he did not state what that lead was exactly, like who gave them the jump, who gave them the call, who told them where Alex Barnett was. They're not stating that at this time, which tells me I think it could have been either the gentleman that dropped off the vehicle that never was publicly named, or it was the somebody in the family might have told, and I wouldn't be surprised if either or somebody in the apartments may have reported him, for all we know. But I'm gonna guess that he was living here, but the house wasn't under his name. So I think that what obviously probably made him safe, or feel safe, like he was good to be there for a while. Some of the neighbors came out. As you guys saw, we walked back one of the young gentlemen that were coming up and speaking to us most of the time. We walked him back to his apartment safely, and he was able to tell us that he has seen him around. He's seen him like doing laundry. He's seen him on numerous occasions. So he knew he was there. I don't know why he never reported it. Maybe he was the one that reported it. For all we know, I don't know, but at least we were able to get some questions answered, although a lot of the questions that were answered, he answered and said that they were a part of the investigation.
I'm sorry, the truck.
Oh, we heard that the fiancée was released from the hospital today. Do you know if that's true?
I have not been advised of that.
The brother of Alex did say that his father was on the megaphone trying to help and get him out. Can you confirm that?
That's part of the investigation, and that's part of our tactics.
What happened when they first asked him to come out? Can you tell us what he responded?
All I can tell you is that after a 3-hour standoff, that he surrendered to our SWAT team members.
Do you know if he was armed?
That will be part of the investigation after we kind of go through a few things.
So
Has any link been established between Barnett and Carlos Ramirez or his fiancée?
That's part of the investigation, right? Still, when we say it's an active investigation, there's still things that we need to talk to people. We need to look at a few things. I'll take one more question and then come to a conclusion where he surrendered himself in.
Are you able to share if he was in an apartment by himself or if he was with anybody?
All I can tell you is that he surrendered to our Pima Regional SWAT team.
No injuries.
No injuries.
For anyone?
For anyone.
Yeah, so no shots fired or anything like that?
From what I've been told, no.
Any other agency cooperating in this operation?
Yeah, so we had TPD, our federal partners, DPS. So when we talk about the Pima Regional SWAT team, there's other agencies from around the region, from around the valley that help out with our Pima Regional SWAT team. So you had U of A, TPD, Oro Valley, Marana, Sahuarita, different agencies helping out.
Wow. So you heard him. Every department within the Pima County, within the city limits, helping out in this particular investigation here. Every single one. We didn't have no one that was not helping and assisting. They wanted this guy bad. And it goes to show how the city reacts versus the Nancy Guthrie case when an officer is taken or killed.
So we had TPD, our federal partners, DPS. So when we talk about the Pima Regional SWAT team, there's other agencies from around the region, from around the valley that help out with our Pima Regional SWAT team. So you had U of A, TPD, Oro Valley, Marana, Sahuarita, different agencies helping out with this investigation and this outcome.
Can I ask if there's another suspect at large?
Not that I've been told at this time.
Any more suspects out there you guys are looking for?
Not that I've been told.
So you heard me. I asked him if there was another suspect at large. He said not that he knew of. So we apparently have everything we need. There's no suspects that were involved. I'm taking it as that. There's no more suspects that were involved in this particular situation that they have not either detained or arrested, that are still out and free. So it looks like we've got everybody that was involved in this particular situation either arrested or located, I guess, since they didn't arrest the guy that dropped off the car, I guess. I don't know. Hey, much love, Rachel. I appreciate that. How did it get broken? Great work tonight. I appreciate that. I tried, man. I appreciate that. I ended up, it was already breaking once again, and I knew one more drop would have did it. And the screen is just awful now. Like I can barely even, every time I click on something, it goes back. It's bad. It's bad. So I got to drop it off tomorrow. This is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. So I appreciate that. This is going to hurt. I didn't want this to happen, but it did. But it's what it looks like right now. You guys probably going to have a hard time seeing it, but that's what it looks like. I got it though, guys. I'm going to fix it. It's my fault. Responsibilities, guys. Be responsible. Otherwise you got to deal with this. I mean, and it's crazy because it's literally the screen isn't even the same. Like the brightness is not the same. Like, it's, how it gets all muggy. That's the difference. I know it's bad. It's all bad. So I had to stream like that the entire time. And it was worth it. So it was worth it. I didn't even care. I'm like, you know what? If I can get this thing to work, we're going to get out there and we're going to cover this regardless, no matter what. So Yeah, it's tough, but we did it. We made it happen. What's up, guys? Jennifer, welcome. I ran into somebody who watches the channel earlier. That was pretty cool. She was like, Juice. I was like, that's cool. We took a little picture with one of the news reporters, which was the gentleman from K-Gun 9, I think. No. News 13. Somebody text me. I want to see if I can pull it up. Sorry, chat. Hold on. I don't see the... They're saying 857 wanted me to go there. He wants me to call in, but he's on StreamYards. So was Mod saying that in chat? He might have ended already, guys.
Put plate if you.
Did he? No, he's still on, I think.
Right.
Because they were saying something on one of the radio calls that it was some kind of anomaly.
We can join his StreamYards for a bit. I'm pretty shot though, so we're probably not going to even cover Nolan Wells tonight. We'll probably cover it tomorrow because it's 2 a.m. and that drained the crap out of me. Let me see what chat's saying. Yeah. People are arguing. God. In 857's chat. Yeah, of course. It happens. It's just, do you have a screensaver on it? What do you mean a screensaver? Oh, a screen protector? Yeah, I have that. And it's still, they just break and then it just somehow cracks like through the phone somehow. I don't know. I need a new phone. Wow, your stream was good. But wow, your stream was good. Much love, Rachel. I appreciate that. 5 a.m. for you guys. I know, man. I know. I'm sorry to keep y'all up so late. That guy was a hole. Yeah, he was. That reporter was. He was definitely an asshole, man. That was messed up. The Juice, you probably won't get to say much. We did. We all got to speak. We all got to ask questions. I mean, I could have asked more questions. Because there was honestly, people were like kind of hesitant. Like there was a lot of like gaps of quiet, like nobody asking nothing. Like, so there's plenty of opportunity for people to really ask questions. So I didn't feel like I wasn't able to ask anything. 3 a.m. Alberta, Canada, love you, Juice. Much love. She is now officially a member now for 4 months. God bless you, Sue. Wow. I think you might be my longest member as far as I can remember. Wow. That's insane. Longest I've seen, at least. That's awesome. That's awesome. That makes me feel good. I appreciate that. Tasha says, Juicers, tickle that like. I like that. Hype, subscribe so you don't miss any notifications, and share out. Your support for your boy, the Juice, is very much appreciated. What's up, Tasha? And shouts, Kimmy. I appreciate you being here as well. All right. So, I think they had other videos, but I wasn't able to pull any up on my end. So I have some really good information on Nolan Wells, but we'll wait to share it tomorrow. And then obviously that'll give us more information to share along with whatever's coming out tomorrow, because I'm sure more will come out. We'll hop on for roughly like maybe 10, 15 minutes with 857 because I don't want to stay on too long. If he has a stream link, if he doesn't, we'll just catch him another time. I don't know. Did Mod say anything? Was he really? Somebody was saying that the Mod said something. Juice Hollywood could be coming. Like me going to Hollywood?
OMG. OMG. Get
What do you mean, Wayne? I'm a little slow.
No.
Like me going to Hollywood? Like I'm going to Hollywood? For real?
Yeah. That was nice.
Like I'm gonna be famous. Like they're gonna put me, like maybe they're gonna put me on like a little like the road, like the you know how they get their name like on the street. Like is that what you're saying?
You are famous, right?
Oh man, much love, brother. I appreciate that. Hey, much love, Sweet Carolina. I'm sorry you had to go and baby timeout or kid timeout. I didn't know that happened. See, some people get out of hand sometimes. Hey, much love, Wayne. That means a lot, man. Love from me to you, man. I appreciate that. Most success. Here's what I think. If you ever say what you're thinking, I think I don't know what he was saying there. Yeah, I think he's talking to somebody in chat. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to expect in this situation. Like, as far as what we're gonna find out later, though, I don't really understand. I don't know what this led to. I've heard rumors. I've shared the rumors, all the rumors I know. If you want to hear some of those rumors, you go to the last stream. I don't want to just keep throwing rumors out there that I've heard because I've already shared all the ones that I know of. But what are people thinking? Like this motive is like I don't know. You know, because it almost seems like if you think about it, they were in and out. Like, you know, think about it. The fact that she couldn't get to the safe right away, it makes me think that they were in and out. That it wasn't like they were there for more than maybe 10 minutes, 5. If we would have got if they shared detail, you know, as far as how long they may have been there, then we kind of understand, like, if it was a robbery, I think it would have been, that could have been in and out too. So I don't know. I don't think not Criminal Network, 857 shared the link. I don't even know if I could text them because my phone is jacked. Hold on. All right, I shot him a message to tell him to send me the stream link. If he takes too long, we'll just catch him tomorrow because he might not see it. Esmeralda, I appreciate that. She says you have talent and charisma juice, you will go far. Oh, I appreciate that. I do. This has been tough. Like, there's been stressful moments for real, guys. You guys don't know how difficult this is. It really is not that easy. At times, a lot. It's really not. Much love. I appreciate that. Dragon Lady says Hollywood Juice. I appreciate that, Dragon Lady. Hollywood Juice. Hollywood Juice. Hollywood Juice. Okay, no, I just took it too far. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. I had I literally, I was fantasizing and then I woke up and I was like, no, it wasn't real. Much love, guys. Yeah, our time difference is crazy. Like right now for me, it's 2 a.m. If you're in another country, it's probably a good time for you right now. You must be in a different country, I'm guessing. Hopefully justice will happen, brother, before Nancy and Nolan and the police and everyone else who needs it. Yes. Indeed. Did you guys see JLR earlier when he spoke to the brother? Did you guys catch that live? I don't know if he posted it in a video. I don't think he did. You guys caught that? Did you guys see that? Yeah, that was crazy. 5 a.m. You're in Massachusetts. Whoo! You guys didn't see that? Just Maggie can see you. You guys didn't see it? Wow. Okay.
Saying that the cops are dirty there. This is a...
All right, so listen.
Guess what the motive might have been here? The motive with this case possibility is that Alex Barnett believed, or could be true, that the Tucson police recruit's pregnant wife or pregnant fiance, it was his baby. It was his baby. And this is what it was all about.
So listen again. Let's go back. Let's backtrack a little bit here.
We've been texting back and forth. He wanted.
Let's go back.
The boots on the ground. This is a crazy case. I got some new information I want to share. I spoke to his brother. I spoke with the brother of Alex Barnett. I'm going to set shop up here, and then we'll further discuss about this case. I am in Arizona. Boots on the ground, continuous coverage. Plus, we're going to talk about Nancy Guthrie and a lot of different things.
So remember, I was telling you guys this is Shane Barnett, and people were blowing me up saying, reach out to this guy. And I'm like, no, that's not the guy. Lo and behold.
So welcome aboard, folks.
It was
in Vegas for a few days. Went and checked out the Keefe D situation, and I'm back. I am back in Arizona. Be connecting with 857 Tucson later on. By the way, shout out to 857 Tucson, who has done a phenomenal job, and the Juice, for covering the manhunt. This is a crazy case. There might be something to it. I might have the motive to this case. They're not telling people the actual true motive. So I'm setting up shop here. It is also 204 days since Nancy Guthrie vanished. Folks, we'll say Tucson police officer recruit Carlos Ramirez. His fiance was pregnant, right? I spoke with the brother of Alex. We've been texting back and forth. He wanted to come on, but he's just like, I'll show you what he said. He wanted to come on, but then he was like, he backed out the last minute, but we've been texting back and forth. Guess what the motive might have been here? The motive with this case possibility is that Alex Barnett believed, or could be true, that the Tucson police recruit's pregnant wife or pregnant fiance, it was his baby. It was his baby. And this is what it was all about. Alex may be going to confront Ramirez. He got the fiance pregnant, or maybe thought that the child was his. So I've been communicating with communicating with the brother. His brother's interesting because I asked his brother questions. I asked his brother, first off, the brother's saying that Tucson police are shady, corrupt, dirty. He's saying that their family has been harassed, house torn apart looking for Barnett. He also says, I said, would you turn him in? Would you turn him in? I said, if you knew where Alex is, would you turn him in? Serious question. And he said, to be honest, no. He's still my family, and despite what the police are saying, most of it isn't even true. They're believing their dirty cop. And he's saying that the cops are dirty there. This is a cover-up, and Alex is innocent. So, is this something to do? And then he also had some words for JLR Investigates Us, too. He said, yeah, yo, please, like to talk about the SHIT. You don't even know what your so-called want to talk about. That's talk and let the public know the true story of what's going on. So I want to call into your little BS podcast. That's talk. That's tell the people what the real story is behind the police department and how shady they really are in this case. I am in Phoenix, Arizona. Is Barnett in Phoenix? So Barnett has ties to the Phoenix area. So I've been here. This is some sort of homeless camp or something. A lot of people in. Let's try calling the brother. Maybe he said he doesn't really want to talk, but I'll try calling him anyway. Let's just get him on. I'm gonna try calling him. I'm gonna try calling the brother.
Hello?
Hey, it's JLR. Told you I was gonna call you back in 30 minutes. Oh, he just hung up. Oh, man. He just hung up. Call him back one more time. He don't want to talk. He backed out. He was kind of like skeptical about talking. Here, let me send him a text. That was interesting. He said he wanted to talk, and then he was like, I'll be honest with you, I just talked with my family, and they said after the way the cops came to our house and the way they disrespected and treated us, I don't want to talk at this time. No one wants to really do this interview at this time. They said that when things get settled down, we're more willing to talk and tell you everything about this dirty police unit that is trying to cover up and all this stuff. But as of right now, he doesn't want to poke the bear.
And let's stop there. And I think also moving forward, I think we will be able to talk to somebody, and people will be willing to set forth their thoughts, and you know, they will share the details that we really want to hear right now. Like we will get to the bottom of this. The public will. You guys know how powerful you guys are, not us as streamers. I mean, you guys really dig up a lot of information and bring it to us, as well as just the community in general, amongst the city, just everybody, you know. So one of these people are going to talk. I know that for a fact in this specific situation, because not only have they already spoken everybody almost, well, not everybody, but as everything kind of like shimmers down a bit, and you know, things kind of maybe not go back to normal, because we got a huge loss here, so nothing's ever going to go back to normal or be the same for some people, all of these people, for both parties, for the victim and the suspect. But somebody from both ends, I think, are going to speak. I mean, there were already people speaking. I mean, the sister of Shane had walked up to 857 and started talking to 857. So I mean, they're gonna talk. They're gonna share their information, and I think some of these people want to share their information. And they just want to speak their piece. They want to share their side. They want to tell the story. They want to, you know. So they're gonna talk, regardless. You know, these people are gonna say something. So it's just a matter of time and a matter of when. I would give it no more than a month, if not next week, maybe at the end of the week. We're crying out loud. I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll see. And we're still looking for Nancy. You're right, Sweet Caroline, 100%. And I know a lot of people were trying to Not trying, they were questioning if the Nancy Guthrie case is, or this person of interest, which was Alex Barnett, does he have anything to do with the Guthrie case at all? And honestly, guys, I don't know. We still haven't found that out yet, but personally, for me, I don't think so. I think that it's something totally different, whole different ball game, totally separate. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Slap says you wish more women understood main bid, side bid, first bid, and only bid. There's no such thing as a. Well, I hope that's not the scenario, and I'm not going to put that out there like it's and start questioning it, but I can say that I do encourage women to not do that with men, because there's a really big history of those things happening. And it's not just men, but mainly because men's are more likely to carry firearms than women. And nowadays people shoot each other. They don't necessarily fight. So, you know, it can be a very deadly situation when a woman's talking to a man and she's got a man. It could all go south. So I encourage women to not do that and be straightforward. Or, you know, because you never know. Anybody, even people who don't carry and are not killers, can do that. Perhaps that in certain situations. I had a very close friend, a friend that I would call a best friend, and he was really my brother's best friend, but he was at my house so much, and it was almost like my mom's son, and we became close. We grew up in the same neighborhood. On top of that, he was killed for talking to somebody's girlfriend. So just imagine how far jealousy goes, you know, and I'm not saying that pertains to this situation, but I'm just saying, just imagine how far jealousy, we know how far jealousy can go, or not even jealousy, just somebody that is controlling, or they just can't tolerate knowing the fact that somebody was with their lover or girlfriend or whatever. I had a best friend, a very close friend, never forget it to this day, still go visit the gravesite, his memorial site, or whatever you want to call it. And he was killed the same night for talking to somebody's girl, just for talking to somebody's girl. So be careful, guys. Be careful. It's a really crazy world out here. It really is. So you just never know. You never know. Wish men would understand cheating is effed up. Yeah, and the same thing applies to women. And I'm sorry, men. The same thing applies to men as well. I mean, it's not good. Don't do it. Just don't be in a relationship if you're going to do that. It all goes a long way, guys. We've seen both genders do it. Women and men take people's lives because their lovers talking to somebody else. But that doesn't have anything to do with this, because we don't know that. We're just speculating. We're just giving it food for thought. We're not trying to say that that's what this is in this situation. Just saying. I hope that wasn't the situation. And like I mentioned earlier, the rumors going around, I hope that's not a factor either. I hope not. And I'm sorry if I made it sound awful earlier. Juice, what you think? Or right now, visitor video. Same mannerism as porch guy. Well, for one, I've never seen Alex Barnett walking, really. to match up his, his characteristics, the way he carries himself. I've never really seen that, so I can't really say that he's, I don't know. I just can't say he's porch guy, or I can't say he's. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that do line up and are very close to the porch guy. We can't necessarily say that, he's not the porch guy, because the porch guy, or, if we're specifically talking about certain things that could amount to him being that. I mean, the fact that the porch guy was bending down when he approached the door, to me, eliminates the fact of him being 5'9", 5'10". And in fact, the height isn't a fact. They don't even know the height. But I'm just saying, like, he could very much so be, because they were never able to determine a legitimate height. So I don't know. It's possible, though. It's a very big possibility. So I did reach out to 857. I was asking him for the stream link. He hasn't responded. He's probably super tired. I wouldn't doubt it. And he's probably so locked into his own stream. So we'll get with him tomorrow. I think we're gonna get together tomorrow and go somewhere and eat. I think that's his plan. Here, I'll show you guys something real quick here. And we'll see what you guys think. Let me just put something together here. He means Mike the brother. Oh, was he saying Richard Nolan? Oh, I don't think he has anything to do with it at all. I've been past that for so long, guys. Like, so long. If he's talking about that. 857 got off. Did he get off? Yes, Mike walking up right now. Richard Olette steps. Same person as Sports Guy. We've never seen Mike walk, though. We don't even know what Mike truly looks like. Did somebody find a picture and I'm just now learning about this or something? Because we've yet to see a real, like, a photo. So I don't know, man. I can't say. Gene, good evening. Was it Gene? I don't know if I guessed it. He's got a video. Yeah, he will be back later. Okay, nice. 857 needs to fire him. He's losing viewers because of him. Well, I wouldn't say all that, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I was trying to give advice earlier. I didn't necessarily like go over there and give advice, but yeah, I don't think I don't think he should be going at his viewers and saying stuff. I think he should just be doing whatever 857's asking, and that's all. I think he just lets stuff get to him a little too much. And if like I said, give him some advice, I would just suggest not even like going back and forth with people in the chat. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not going to get anywhere. It was getting in the way of people trying to hear what was going on. Some people rudely were asking him to be quiet. and, you know, tell them, hey, don't be rude. But there's no need to continue going back and forth with people because you got multiple people being rude at once. I mean, you can't. To take the time out while everybody's trying to hear, like some people who are politely trying to hear, you got to keep them in mind too. And they don't want to hear you going back and forth with other people. So real quick, I want to throw this up there real quick, guys. Hold on. God dang it. Hold on. I'm going to have to shrink this. It's not fitting on my screen. We'll go right. I'll do 180. Okay. I think we got it. Okay. So this is as good as it's gonna get. All right. So we got Porch Guy, Alex Barnett in a ski mask. Let's switch that around. And I'm not saying this is him. I'm just showing you guys in comparison. That's all I'm showing. So we got Porch Guy, Alex Barnett, Alex Barnett. So Alex Barnett in the middle, far right is Porch Guy. Oh, far right is him with the ski mask. Just to compare the two, I'm gonna say they're not. I'm gonna say it's not a match. The eyebrows is what does it for me. There's no cleft looking lip or anything like that. There's no like bump, I guess, so to speak, in between the nose. Because I know a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, he's close," and he is somewhat. But who isn't close to the Porch Guy? Like, who isn't close? You know, eyes bigger on the Porch Guy. Yeah. Who isn't closer? But I mean, everybody's close. Yeah, I mean, Santiago, Rogers. I would say would be a lot closer in height, I suppose. But every time we do a comparison with somebody who could possibly be the Porch Guy, there's always similarities. Like, it's always close. Okay. I think I lost you guys for a second. I'm back now. Sorry about that. So what I was saying was every time it seems like we do a comparison, who's not close? I mean, I feel like everybody's close, but they're never the match. Like, they're never the match. So what I did was I did the Porch Guy first, and I put Alex Barnett in the middle, and then I put a ski mask on Alex Barnett far right. So I apologize, guys. I think the stream disconnected, but we're back now. My bad. I don't even know at what point we cut out. If you want, I mean, we could do Santiago, but I mean, I think they're all not a match. None of these are a match to me. Yeah, we keep like losing signal. Our signal is horrible right now. Like, we have to be lagging. Maybe it's this picture. Maybe this is like God saying, yo, Juice, take that down. It looks dumb. Stop. Sound cut off too? I don't think they're connected. A lot of people think they're connected. So I was just putting the comparison out up there for food for thought, just to get people thinking, and really just to give people really to really how could I put it in words? To really debunk it, you know, to really just throw it out. That's why I like to do the comparisons, especially when I am strong about the fact that I don't think there's any connection, because not only do people, that's the first question people ask when there's a suspect or something going on in Tucson, but the way the Nancy Guthrie case has affected the way people think about some of these crimes that are going on, it sucks, because people are overthinking some of these investigations, or like I don't even know how to say it. They're like, I want to say they're investigating incorrectly, but that's not the proper way to phrase it. I just think the way because we've hit the Nancy Guthrie case at all angles possible, dang near. I mean, and I feel like when it comes to certain crimes that are committed, like with certain people, we're like coming at some of these crimes in an angle that we would with the Nancy Guthrie case, and it's just like I don't know, man. This isn't the same case. We're not even that far yet. Why are we thinking like that about this case? You know, and I don't know if that makes sense, but I just think the Nancy Guthrie case has affected people's mental when it comes to how they think about certain situations. And it also could be the fact that we just want the suspect who was responsible for who took Nancy bad. But I don't know. Yeah, a lot has happened with the Guthrie case. A lot. It's ridiculous. Like, too much. Like, so much has happened that we can't even remember every single thing that's happened. Like, so much has happened. Somebody will bring something up and we'll be like, oh yeah, like with so much stuff. It's ridiculous. It really is. I don't know if you guys ever took notice of that, but like literally. Yeah, I'm not seeing it all also with so there's Rogers lined up with the perp. No match for me. Not a match. But I can say that he may be closer. But these aren't our guys. Not pertaining to the Nancy case. Not at all. And by the way, why hasn't Santiago's family spoken out? Why haven't we heard anything about Santiago's people speaking out? Where is his family? Why haven't they said anything? My pilot is not working. Oh well, we're about done here. His eyebrows don't match. Yeah, none of that's a match, guys. Click it or ticket. He does look different now. I did see some 100%. 100% right. I don't have any like the newer ones. He very much so does look different now. 100%. I got to get some like updated photos of this guy because, yeah, he definitely does look different. I couldn't agree more. Lil Annie says, I think it's possible. I agree. I'm not putting it past. I just don't think it's a match. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I could be wrong, though. Alex Barnett has been out of jail since 2025, so the end of 2025. Less than a year. We're speculating because they're criminals? Yeah, somewhat. I think I'm speculating because everybody keeps asking that question. So I'm not even necessarily speculating. I wouldn't call it that, I guess. I'm just sharing them together to prove my point on the fact that they're not a match. Because I'm not somebody who thinks that they are. So that's why I'm sharing it. And people, when people can put them together like that, it helps people kind of land their plane more. But it also depends on how you view the Guthrie case. Everybody has their own different views on Guthrie's case. I lost you guys again. My stream is not my friend right now. I'm sorry, folks. So, real quick before we get out of here, first of all, like I said, I have a lot of questions. One of my questions would be, based on the rumors, is that the baby father? Like, is there a possibility that could be Alex's baby of Carlos Ramirez's fiance? Number two, why they have a safe? What is the safe used for? And what's in it? Those are the questions that I would have. Based on the rumor. So those questions for me, those are, I mean, and I have plenty of other questions. And also, me believing that it was targeted, because we're all entitled to what we believe based on what happened here. Number one, I don't think that they came for it. I don't think that Alex Barnett just showed up at their home for no reason. Number two, I don't think, yeah, and I'll just, you know what, I'll keep it at that. I just don't think that he showed up for no reason, and it was just ironic that he just chose this house. You know what I mean? I don't really think that I don't know, something had to happen here that we just don't know about. And another thing, I understand that we have a tendency to speak high of our loved ones, share and express the fact that our loved ones are, you know, good people. But one thing that I would like for people to understand is some of our loved ones or close, you know, no matter how close some people think they are with somebody, or how close people are, I count the amount of times that I've seen people talk about everything with their loved ones, literally everything, but don't talk about the one thing, you know, that you never knew about. You know, I've seen it happen a lot. And believe me, there are times I thought I knew everything about my brother or everything about my best friend, and it comes to find out, I didn't know everything. And I'm not saying that the siblings of Ramirez or the siblings of Aaliyah don't know everything about them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, just keep in mind that sometimes we might think we know every little details about what people do in their everyday life or what they're up to based on the fact that we are very close. But sometimes we don't. We really don't know. And also on another note too, just because people, do things like I mentioned earlier or things they shouldn't be doing doesn't make them a bad person. Doesn't make you a bad person. Not every bad decision that you make or could have made or are making make you a bad person. And that, of course, depends on what you're doing as far as the bad decision that you make. But I just wanted to say that for the record there. So they thought they scored. Nancy kept her valuables in another location. She's not stupid. We're not talking about Nancy Supreme. We're talking about the person who was arrested today. We're talking about the victim. Tragic. I'm losing y'all again. So real quick, Ramirez told and let me get a picture real quick. I know this and let me get a picture real quick. I know this is not the best picture, chat, so but this is the only picture that I have. Hold on, I want to pull this up real quick. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay. And this isn't the best picture. There might be better pictures of Ramirez, but this is the only one I have on here right now at this time. We're having trouble, so we're not going to hang around any much longer here. So Ramirez ended up telling hold on, chat. I got to get this picture pulled up. Where is it at? Jesus. Do I not have the picture anymore? What is going on here? Jesus Christ. I guess I don't have the photo. I really should have put some of this stuff in different in its own folder, so I apologize. We were just not prepared. I had to rush on here. I didn't even get a chance to put the correct thumbnail, guys. Jesus. Well, maybe I don't have the photo of the fiance anymore. No, I just had a photo. Just a second ago. What happened to my photo? Oh my God. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so this isn't the best photo, but I found one here. This is her and her sister. Okay, guys, real quick, because my stream keeps disconnecting here, so I apologize. So we're going to end it here. But real quick, I wanted to just say, so Ramirez, I wanted to just say this for you guys one more time. Just think about this on how fast things happen. That is Officer Ramirez, who was not a sworn officer. He had 8 days away from becoming a sworn officer. He was in the academy. He told his girlfriend 2 masked men were inside their house. He shouted for her to open their gun safe. Ramirez fought both intruders, and she heard the gunshots, and she was hit in the shoulder. I don't know. Obviously this isn't a full testimony on, you know, what actually occurred here. But the girlfriend was shot somehow, some way, very quickly, I assume. So that led up to them, you know, shooting him somehow, some way. I don't know how it came down to that specific thing. However, that's what happened. I don't know that Santiago Rogers wasn't the shooter that actually shot her in the arm. Because it almost sounds like there could have been an altercation going on between one, you know, either both of them. But I mean, come on. I mean, Ramirez seems like he's much smaller than those than Alex and the other gentleman, Santiago. So, you know, I don't think he would have been able to take both of those guys at once. So, you know, he could have been having to deal with Alex while Santiago may have been dealing with the girlfriend or searching and, you know, scavenging around the home. But according to the testimony that she gave, that he was fighting them both. He was fighting them both. And that's crazy. So I'm just saying, I don't know how she ended up getting shot. And we're all entitled to our own theories based on what we think happened. Guys, I want to thank you guys all for chiming in and being here with me as a part of the channel, continuing to chime in and show your love and support to this channel here. I encourage you all to come by tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow. Come in, check me out. I will be covering Nolan Wells as well as Nancy Guthrie. And I'll also be covering a little bit more of this specific case. Thank you all for your love and support tonight. I will see you guys all tomorrow evening and maybe tomorrow afternoon. I may be streaming twice tomorrow. Or maybe 3 times. I don't know. I'm supposed to be going out to eat with A57. If it still all falls through, I don't know. Hold on. Okay. All right. Guys, until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one before this thing disconnects again. I'm sorry to keep doing this to y'all because I want to have a healthy stream. So I don't want to keep disconnecting and having to come back on y'all. God bless. Love you all. Until next time, it's your boy, the Juice. I'll see y'all in the next one, folks.
We won't bow down. Yeah. They shut the gate too fast.
Peace out, guys. Much love, folks.
Call it class. But I see who they wave through, and I see who they ask to move. Porch lights on the same old block, same old story, same old talk. If your skin says you don't belong, they can make a wrong look strong. But the fences don't define us, and the fear they feel will blind us. Every face they try to hide still stands right here tonight. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. We know what that is about. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. Your fear won't right the route. Keep us out, keep us out. We won't bow down. Names get tossed like stones from a driveway built on loans. They pointed brown hands first, then pretend they don't rehearse. But the steps on every street carry more than whitewashed dreams. We belong where we stand, no permission in our hands. Yeah, and the silence won't protect you when the pattern keeps on showing. Every wall they build in pride makes the truth come back alive. Keep us out, keep us out, keep us out. high. They try to grow one by one. The voices rise.